Hey everyone. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. I think we have a few minutes. Okay. All right. Let's hope this works. All right. Welcome everyone. I don't know if I can see who's on, but we're going to do some yoga. I have like two things going and we'll see how it goes. We kind of just did this last minute. All right. Hopefully you can hear me okay. So just maybe somebody give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're with me and you could hear and it's all good. Boy, I haven't done one of these in a while. All right. I'm going to just wait like just a few more moments. I'm getting messages that some people are signing on. Cool. All right. All right. I think it's 5 o'clock. So we're going to start. So welcome. Welcome to Snow Day Yoga. I'm Cindy. I'm one of the owners of the Yoga Shack. And I just thought we're trapped inside with a lot of snow. So it would be fun to practice some yoga at home, live with me. I don't know if I said, but I own the Yoga Shack. It's in Bethpage. We actually offer virtual classes all the time, as well as an on-demand library. So I don't know if you're interested, reach out and we can give you information. So today I'm thinking just like a basic all-level yoga class. Just something for anyone. This is not going to be like a crazy vinyasa flow, but just something gentle enough where we're moving our body a little, but nothing too vigorous. And we'll end with a little meditation. So hopefully you'll stick around. That's the most important part. All right. So let's sit up nice and tall. Just sit however you're comfortable. Allow the eyes to close. And just take inventory of the breath. Notice how the breath moves in through the nose. And notice as it moves out. Begin to observe the quality and the rhythm of your breath. Our breath becomes this mirror to what's going on in our mind. So just observe it without judgment or expectations, but show up and just notice as those thoughts come in and then let them pass. And then redirect your mind to your breathing. And then you'll start to find this even rhythmic breath. So in a vinyasa class, we call it this ujjayi breath. So if you already are familiar with that, go ahead if that's your practice. Otherwise, just breathe. Breathe through the nostrils. If you can, close the mouth and try to smooth the breath out so that you're learning, you're training yourself that even in the midst of a little chaos or things show up for you or something gets hard, you can regulate your breathing to stay calm, to stay connected. So breathe together, inhaling and exhaling. Feeling the belly, the rib cage, the chest expand and contract. Feeling your spine grow long and tall so that your posture becomes more of a reflection of how you want to feel. And then crack the eyes open. We'll start to incorporate a little movement. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. And exhale, twist over to my right. I'm not sure if it's your right or left, so I'll just say what I'm doing. And then use that back arm like a kickstand. So it's pretty close to your back and you're sitting up really tall. Come back up through center. Inhale and exhale, twist to the other side. Good. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. This time clasp your fingers and then just press up through the palms. You can even move a little side to side. You can even make circles. Oh my gosh, my shoulders are so tight. And then reverse it. And especially when it gets cold out, my muscles get even tighter. And then come back up through center and lower the arms down. Inhale, arms reach. This time just lower that right arm, left arm reaching up and over. And then come back up through center and up and over. Just bringing a little movement or a lot of movement. One more time, up and over. And then up through center and switch. One arm down, one arm up and over. And side stretch. And one more. Back up through center. Good. And then hinge and fold. Walk the hands forward. Stay high on the finger pad so that your knuckles are lifted. Walk your hands over to the right. And back through center and over to the left. And then back through center, walk your hands all the way in. And we're gonna open our feet as wide. If you're not on a mat, just think of how wide a mat would be, a little wider than hip distance. Use your hands for support and let the knees fall side to side. I actually love this. It's a great stretch for your hips. Just moving side to side. You can even tap a little on each side. Good. One more time. And other side. Good. And then come back through center. Keep the feet to the floor. I'm just going to turn sideways. Bring your hands to the floor and lift the hips. If this is not available, you could always just lift a little. Otherwise, you're in tabletop. Keep pressing up to those hips. Let the head relax back. And exhale, lower all the way down. Straighten the legs. Hinge and fold. We're just getting ready for shoveling snow. Good. Take that left arm and reach it up and around. Grab the foot. And right arm all the way up and around. One more time. And other side. Good. Inhale, rise up. Cross the legs, roll over the knees, and we're going to find our way to all fours. So, invert the hands, turn your fingers towards your knees. Oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. I actually hate this, and it makes me angry when I do this stretch. I don't know why, but it's so hard for my wrists. Anyway, so just do your best here. If it's really painful, you could always turn one hand forward and one hand back, or you can totally skip it and just have both hands forward. If you're with me, you can either stay here on all fours or move through a few rounds of cat and cow. So arching and rounding. And now turn the hands forward. Thank God, get out of that. And again, a few rounds of cat and cow. So arching the spine and rounding the spine. And then anything you want to incorporate. If you want to undulate the spine, you can roll it around. You can even sit all the way back on the heels and then bring yourself forward. So this is extended child's pose and then back to all fours. So you could do that a few times. I say just do what feels good for you, especially you're at home. You can literally do whatever you want, okay? Nobody's watching you. Okay, so come back to all fours. You're going to extend that right leg all the way back behind you. Lower the foot to the floor and just rock forward and back. Good. And then lift the leg, left arm forward and up. Now, here's what's important. You want to pull the belly in, feel the front ribs draw in. And then as much as you're lifting your leg or your arm, you want to kind of do it equally. So if you're going to lift your leg, lift your arm a little bit more. One more breath here. And then release and let it go. Left leg back, lower the foot, and rock forward and back a few times. And then lift the left leg, lift the right arm, reach, lift a little bit more and reach. Hold it here. Keep pulling the belly in and release and lower it down. Good. Right leg all the way back behind you again. This time step the foot forward. Inhale, rise up for a low lunge. Sink into those hips. Deep breath in, full breath out. And then lower the hands down, left arm down, right arm up for a twist. And then we're going to curl the left toes under and just rise up to an open arm twist. Keep that inner right thigh moving out and away. Lower the hands all the way down. Pull the hips back and straighten that front leg. Good. And then bend back into the front knee. Come back to all fours. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, round. Left leg back. And then step it forward. Left arm opens up for a twist. You just do the best you can. Good. One more breath here. And then lower that hand down. Good. Pull the hips back, straighten out that front leg. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. And then walking forward. This time we're going to step forward with our back foot. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Now for this one, you're going to grab hold of opposite elbows. You can move the torso side to side. Just let your whole upper body be heavy. Let your head be heavy. Let your hair relax down. Get loosey-goosey. This time, lower the arms down. Let the hands come to the floor if you can. Right arm down, left arm up for a twist. And then lower it down, right arm up. Good. Lower it all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to step back to plank pose. If this is too intense, just drop your knees, okay? Otherwise, your knees are up. We're going to hold it here. 5 breaths. 4, 3. It's like yoga breaths. Yoga breaths are like twice as long as a regular second. 2. And 1. Drop the knees and just lower all the way to your belly. Lift the chest and the shoulders for cobra. And then lower it all the way down. Find your way to all fours. Left leg back. Lift the leg. Step that left foot forward. Inhale, rise up. So coming right back into that low lunge. Lower the right arm down, left arm up. Good, we're gonna come into that open arm twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. And then lower the hands all the way down. Straighten out that front leg. You want to pull the toes towards you, but I like to play. If I pull the toes towards me, I feel a really great stretch in the back of my legs. But if I point my foot, I actually feel all the muscles, everything in the top of my foot stretching. So there's no wrong or right. It's just see what your body needs. Bend back into that knee and come back to all fours. Right leg back, lift. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, rise. Low lunge. Finding a twist. Left arm down, right arm up. Lower the right hand down. Pull the hips back and straighten out that leg. We're going to come into that standing forward fold. Walk your way forward. Step forward and hang. Inhale, half lift. You want your back as straight as you can. Fold over the legs and let go. Sweep the arms all the way up. Inhale. And then bring your hands together. Exhale. Okay. Inhale, arms reach. Grab hold of the right wrist and lean left. Come back up through center. Grab left and lean right. Inhale back up through center. Reach the arms long and find a little back bend. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. And fold forward, exhale. Sweep the arms all the way up, inhale. And then bring your hands together. Okay, let's do some balancing. Why not? So we're going to root down into that left foot. We're going to start with our right leg. Okay, so I like to start, just grab hold of the knee. If you're somebody who's just a little bit more balanced and you're pretty flexible and you're feeling good, you could reach down, grab hold of that right big toe and work to straighten your leg. Just so that I resonate a little bit more with the general population, I'm going to just hold on to my knee, okay, and lift. Or you could be fully extended. Open it out to the right, so it's either here, right, or you're working to straighten the leg, okay? Another breath, and then come back through center. All right, here's the fun part. Hands to your hips. Straighten the leg, point the foot, lift the leg a little higher. Try to count to 5, 4, or count back. 3, 2, a little bit higher. Whoops, and release and let it go. Okay, other side. Pull that left knee up and in. You could stay here, or you could play around with working to straighten the leg. I'll stay here. Shoulders are back. Open it out to the side. Oh my God, I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, open it out to the side. Come back through center. Some days are good balance days, and some days are just not. Hands to your hips. Point the foot, straighten the leg, lift the leg a little higher for 3, 2, lift a little bit higher, and release and let it go. Okay, now we're going to do figure 4. So cross that right foot over your left thigh. So it's very similar to pigeon pose, okay? We're just standing. And then bend that standing leg, right, until you feel that stretch in the outer right hip, glutes. This is just this whole area here working. Okay, so your standing leg is bent. Your right foot is flexed. You could bring your hands together. Okay, maybe just lift the chest a little bit more. You don't want to hunch over. And just, I don't know, stay here for a few moments. When you need to come out, come out. And release. You can shake it out. Other side. So cross that left foot over the right thigh, hands together, heart center. Okay, you want to sit a little bit lower. You could also reach the arms forward and up. Just observe your own energy, your own space, your thoughts, your monkey mind. You become more of an observer as opposed to participating in the chaotic minds. You just observe it without reacting or judging. Good. Come back up and release and let it go. And then shake it out. You can jump it out, shake it out. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Okay, we'll do one more standing stretch. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Drop the knees if you need to. Otherwise, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, lift the chest and the shoulders for cobra. And then lower it down, find child's pose. Sit back on the heels, the arms reach forward. Spread the fingers nice and wide and really press down through those finger pads. And then walk your hands all the way in. We're going to come to a kneeling position. So I just realized I'm using my blocks to prop up the video. However, if you have, I'm just going to grab something to show you. I have lots of fun stuff because it's obviously my house, but I'm just going to use like this beanbag looking thing. You might not need anything. You're going to bring your knees together, open your feet just wider than your hips. You just don't want to be sitting on the feet. So it's not kneeling, but it's sitting between the feet. Call this hero pose. I do not feel like a hero when I do this pose. It's actually really hard for me. So I'm going to like work my way up. So I'm sitting again on something. You can use a block. You can use like a rolled up towel, honestly, just whatever you need. And then close the eyes or relax the arms. Find a way to stay with the breath. If you look back at your feet, okay, you should be on the top of the feet. You don't want your feet like this, like out to the side. So just do your best. This might not work at all for you. You might be like this, cursing me right now. So just build your way into it, right? You can even go higher. You don't have to sit all the way down. One more breath here. Open the mouth and breathe out. Okay, we'll come out. Walk your way forward and just slide your feet over and forward. So we're coming into a seated position. Move this out of the way for now. Bring the soles of the feet together. Shake it out. Oh my gosh, my feet are ice cold. They're so cold. It's like my feet know that it's really cold outside. Good. And then open your legs nice and wide and hinge and fold. Good. And then walk it in. Good. So we're going to end the class in meditation. I forgot what I was going to say. So go ahead and get comfortable. Okay. So you can come to a seated position. You can sit up against a wall. Any teacher that I've ever learned from with meditation has always suggested that if you're not comfortable to start, you'll never be able to stay still and be present because you're just going to be falling apart and uncomfortable and shifting and moving. So it's important that you, you get comfortable, okay, before you start your own meditation, okay? And we'll just be here, honestly, just for a few moments, okay? So sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth and breathe out. And again, deep breath in. And mouth opens, breathe out. And just start to notice the energy of the body, right? Even just from moving 20 minutes together. Notice how you might be sitting up a little bit taller, feeling a little more alert, a little more present. You might notice that the breath is moving through you a little better. You might even notice being less distracted. So just bring this awareness to your breathing, observing the breath moving in and observing the breath moving out. You might even notice as the breath moves in, it's nice and cool. The temperature is cool. And as it moves out, you might notice it's a little warmer. So you notice the temperature. You notice the sensation of the breath moving in and out. And you might notice your mind starts to wander and want to be other places, right? Your mind might suggest moving, fidgeting, reaching for your phone, opening the eyes. So the practice, the work, is to observe yourself thinking those thoughts without reacting. That really is the practice of meditation. We are aware of the mind's ability to think, create these thoughts. These thoughts become feelings and energy that gets stored in our body. And then we either react, right, or we just observe it and we stay neutral and calm and collected. So give yourself this gift of being still for just a few moments. And remind yourself that you've got this. You're not your thoughts. You can control the thoughts. And you can stay in this present place, feeling calm and relaxed and at ease. Continuing to observe the breath moving in and observe the breath moving out. And then just start to bring a little bit more awareness to your physical space, the ground beneath you, your fingers, your toes. If there's any noise in your space. And then bring the hands together at your heart. And bow your chin towards your throat and take this important moment of gratitude. It's so important to acknowledge that you showed up, whether it's live with me now or you're doing this at another time. But gratitude that you showed up, gratitude that you put the effort in. I thank all of you so much for joining me. May we bring this peace and presence into the rest of our day. Namaste. Thanks everyone so much, whether you join me live or you're replaying this. I thank you so much for joining, and hopefully you'll come visit us at the Yoga Shack in Bethpage, New York. You can either come live in person or virtual. We offer both. So leave a comment below. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I wish you guys a great day. Peace out.